All right. Welcome you guys to our team call. It's August 1st. I can't believe it is August, which basically means it's almost Christmas. So that is really exciting. As soon as it gets July, I start talking about Christmas and JD's like, dude, you're crazy. And I'm like, it's almost Christmas. Oh my gosh, I'm like a freak. But okay, so I'm super excited about everything that's going on right now. There's so much to be excited about with Team Cup, with UK launch, with Shift Shop still going strong, with all of the new stuff that's coming in September. I feel like sometimes when there's like new stuff, people kind of get freaked out and they overthink everything. Everything's still the same. Like when there's new stuff coming, that's just more excitement that you get to talk about. It's just brings something new because we do the same thing every day. We share our journey, we build relationships, we connect with people. So when you have something new to talk about, that just makes it more fun. So don't overthink everything, but definitely as an entrepreneur, you want to leverage all the stuff that is coming up. So just keep that in mind as you create your marketing strategy and all that stuff. Speaking of, if you're not still leveraging Shift Shop, then I would advise you to, because outside of the Beachbody world, it's still very new. It's still very exciting. So like, I don't know if you've seen my posts. I've mentioned it like a few just kind of little soft jabs. I'm going to be doing a round 2. So I'm like talking about, if you missed the boat on round 1, jump in on this one. I'm going to be following up with every single person who was interested in round 1 and didn't get in, and I'm going to be inviting them to my round 2. I'm sending out an email to my entire email list. Like, you just need to be proactive and be smart about how you do things. So if you don't have your next start date, or if you don't have your next challenge group that you're promoting, you need to sit down and you need to look at your calendar and say, okay, I'm going to be finishing on this date. I'm going to promote it for this long. I'm going to have this much time to invite people. And then we're going to start here. So like, you just got to, whatever that looks like for you, I never want you to feel like you have to follow what I'm doing ever, because I just do whatever works for me and whatever I feel like doing because I fly by the seat of my pants. But you guys need to be the CEO of your business. So you don't just like randomly wake up and decide, I should probably invite today to start a group tomorrow. Like, that's not how it rolls, right? You guys all know that. So make sure it's the start of the month. So map it out. When are you going to have your start dates? When are you going to have your sneak peeks? When are you going to have, all the things that need to happen each month? Make sure they're on your calendar. Speaking of, get your calendar, because we have some team sneak peeks that you guys can take advantage of. Okay, so write these down. We are going to be doing an Emerald Dash. So for any of you guys that are coaches still and want to hit your first milestone of Emerald, write this down. And for any of you guys that have coaches that want to get to Emerald, write this down and they can get in on it. It's going to be Monday through Wednesday next week. So August 7th through 9th, 3 days. It's just very focused on, like, I think there's 4 or 5 in our Emerald module, like trainings. And we basically just create that urgency and create that focus for 3 days, because Emerald really is, you guys, it's a choice. It's like, oh, I want to get to Emerald. Okay, let's make it happen. And so it's just creating that urgency and creating that focus to actually hit your first milestone and get the ball rolling. Okay, so that's next week, Monday through Wednesday. And then we're doing another one later on this month for all the coaches that sign up earlier on this month. They can get on that one. So I think it's, Alyssa, do you remember what that date is? I think it's like the 17th through 19th or something like that.
The second one? Yeah. 16th through the 18th. So Wednesday to Friday.
Okay. So that's round 2 of an Emerald Dash. Okay. And then we have 2 sneak peeks planned. So I don't know if these are going to be like all day things where we just do the group, or if it's going to be one, like what is coaching call or whatever, but there's going to be 2 business opportunities that you can plug into. And it's good. The first one's Tuesday, August 8th. So it's next week, So you guys can be making your list now of all the people you want to talk to, all the people you want to invite, your challengers that are rocking it, the people that you're building relationships on Instagram. Be intentional about it this week so that you can invite them. And then Thursday, August 17th. So those are 2 that you guys can count on, that you guys can leverage, and that you can take advantage of, okay? I think that as far as like announcements and stuff, I think that was basically the gist of it. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys just about a couple things. There's like a couple reoccurring themes that come up in the message threads and as I'm talking to my coaches just one-on-one. And I want you guys to just, I want you guys to simplify what you do, okay? Because we have all these trainings and we have all these resources, and then you hear all this different stuff, and there's so many things to get distracted by. But looking back to when I first started, you guys, I didn't know anything. I had no training. I had no resources. All I did was, I was like, I'm in a challenge group. I'm loving it. I'm just going to invite people to do a challenge group with me. That really is all we do, you guys. We invite people to join us on our journey, and then we help them. So I want you guys to, for 1 second, let yourself not know everything and not be confident in every aspect of the business and still be confident enough to move forward and to do your stuff. Because I feel like so many of you get stuck in like, I need to know everything before I can do anything. And I know I've said this before, but it's the thing that's going to hold you back more than anything. So if you're a new coach and you signed up today, you're just as capable of filling a challenge group tomorrow as you are a veteran coach that signed up 5 years ago. Because all it is being human and inviting people to join you on the journey, and you have the tools to help them, okay? So I just want you guys, I don't know, like just in talking, and even Ashley just said in our message thread, like, I feel like, I know it's dumb. What did you say? You were like, I feel like there's no way that you could have gotten to where you're at by just doing the simple basics that you tell us to do. There's got to be something else. And I'm like, girlfriend, if I could sprinkle fairy dust on you, I would have done it already. But it really is just the basics done consistently. And so I want you guys to stop getting distracted by so much stuff and commit to doing your power hour every single day or 6 days a week or however many days you're committing to coaching. I don't do stuff on Sundays, but I do stuff Monday through Saturday. And I still do family stuff. I still do life. I still do all that stuff. But I show up to my business 6 days a week. And I have for 4 years straight. And you guys are witnessing the compound effect of that consistency to the basics. And that's it. End of story. There's no magic. There's no secret sauce. There's no anything else. But the difference between where I'm at and where you're at is simply what I've done consistently day after day after day after day after day after day. And I know, like, Darren Hardy, I love when he talks about just mastering the mundane. Like he talked about it at Summit. Successful people master the mundane, the boring stuff that's not super flashy, the stuff that's not super fun every day, but you figure out a way to get it done because you understand the importance of it and you're disciplined enough to get it done. And in a business like this, it's like you could equate the business to our fitness journey. Like there's so many parallels to your business and your fitness journey. For instance, if you're doing Shift Shop and you only eat your yellows and your purples and your blues and you don't eat your reds and your greens, what are your results gonna be? Probably jack crap, right? Same goes in your business. If you're only doing certain aspects of the 4 vital behaviors or certain aspects of your power hour, your results are going to be crap and you're going to be frustrated and you're going to go, this doesn't work for me. It works for Micah, but it doesn't work for me. No, it works when you do it. So I just want you guys to understand there's nothing fancy. And I don't know how many times I can tell you this, but I did a live power hour and I showed you exactly how I do what I do every day. So you can watch that every day if you need to get into a routine of being efficient, of being effective, and in doing the things that will drive your business forward, that will help you help more people, and that will help you reach the goals that you signed up for. Because you're still here for a reason. If you're sitting here and you're frustrated in your business and you're not where you want to be, you're still here for some reason. So you may as well draw a line in the sand and go, okay, I'm going to actually do this. I'm going to actually do what I know I'm supposed to do. I'm going to actually expand my market outside of my 200 Facebook friends. And I'm going to meet some new people, and I'm going to be social, and I'm going to be interested in their life, and I'm going to be an example through my journey, and I'm going to grow. Because that, honestly, someone messaged me today, and they were like, I've done a few MLMs. I'm kind of interested in Beachbody. I have on demand. I'm interested in coaching, but I just don't know if I could do it. And I said, well, do you want to surround yourself with positivity? Do you want to focus on living a healthy lifestyle? And do you want to be on a growth journey? And then have the tools to be that and to help other people do the same thing. And she's like, well, yeah, that would be awesome. And I was like, well, good, because that's what Beachbody is. And the thing with Beachbody is that stuff isn't easy. It's not easy to be consistent in those things. It's not easy to get uncomfortable and to grow. You guys, growth is uncomfortable and growth is hard, but growth is so freaking rewarding. And so you guys just have to be so clear on why you're doing this, on what you're working towards, and then have that, I don't even know how to, it's such an interesting thing because you can't grasp those types of things if you're not in a mental state to like deal with hard stuff like the grit and the stuff where you just have to deal with crap sometimes, and you just have to be resilient, and you just have to be so just, I don't even know. You just have to get to a place where you can get through the hard stuff. And some people don't ever get to a place where they can deal with stuff. They can deal with rejection. They can deal with showing up when they don't feel like it. Like you have to be like the reason that some people are successful at this and some people aren't is just because people don't grow enough to be successful. You don't grow enough to get through the hard stuff. And I know every single one of you are capable of that, or you wouldn't be here. There's some reason. You have a purpose behind why you're here, and you have to just tap into that. Because when you tap into the purpose, there's so many different reasons to coach, and there's so many different outcomes, and there's so many different ways to do what we do, and people to reach, and you have to get clear on why you're here. Because why I'm here and why you're here could be completely different, but that doesn't mean that we can't both be equally successful, right? And so I want you guys to, honestly, if you want to do this, I want you guys to commit to 60 days straight. You can take Sunday off. 60 days straight of being intentional with your business. That doesn't take like hours out of your day. If you can commit 2 hours, you could say 1, but like 2, let's be real, 2 hours. You can watch some training and then you can do a power hour. You will see so much growth in your business. I can promise you that. The only reason you're not is because you're not consistent with the essentials. I can promise you. And some of you guys are like, yeah, right. But you guys, there's like the chat's going. I'm sure they're like, Jalen said, treat whatever program you do like a test group. Yeah, for real. And watch how your business booms. It's so true. There's always a direct correlation between your health journey and your business. So when I'm slacking in my health journey, I feel it in my business. And when I'm on point and I'm like all in with my health journey, it's reflected in my business. Always. So if you ever feel like you're in a rut or whatever in your business, then just get back to taking care of you. Get back to leading from the front. Get back to that stuff. And then it will be directly correlated. I loved Melissa McAllister. She did a training at Summit that was in the leadership group. And she was talking about how there's the 4 vital behaviors, but at different phases in your business, the different vital behaviors are more important than others. So like she was talking about as a new coach, the very most important vital behavior for you is being a product of the product. You have to build credibility and trust through being a product of the product, sharing your journey, letting people know that you're here, that you're being consistent, that you're leading from the front, that you're a walking billboard of what you're talking about, what you're going to help them with, right? And then after that, it went to inviting, because you have to invite people to join you. They're not just going to flock. No matter, you think that happens to top coaches, it doesn't. We just invite a buttload of people. And then PD, and then recognition. When you get to Diamond, the number one thing is to invite. You have to be so diligent inviting people to join you on the journey, because lots of people get to Diamond and then they kind of slack off a little bit. They go into management mode and they stop doing those essentials. So inviting, then personal development, because you have to grow to overcome these new trials, these new leadership roles you have, these new things. And then being a product of the product is still important, but by then it's kind of like, it's a little more built in. It's kind of just part of who you are. And then recognition. And then Star Diamond and above, she talked about personal development is the number one. And that is by far, if you feel like you're in a rut, or if you feel like you're not where you want to be in your business, then just commit to your personal growth more. Spend more time on it. Be more intentional with what you need. And you will see that directly reflected in your business. Okay. And then it's recognition after that, and then inviting, and then proof the product works still, because it's just built in. By that point, that's just part of your life. So I thought that was so interesting, because I feel like the 4 vitals, they're always the same. No matter if you're a branding coach or no matter if you're a double superstar diamond, we still all do the 4 vitals, but we do them on a different level and spend a different amount of time depending on where you're at. So inviting, I know, is the one thing. I mean, I feel like we drive personal development home within our team. So that's something that I hope you guys are like, oh, I love personal development. Like, that's my favorite aspect of this. I hope that's how you are. If you're not, then spend more time doing it, and you will be, because that's what affects your life more than anything else, is the personal growth part of it. I hope that we drive that home enough that that's part of who you are. But inviting, you guys, you have to invite people on the journey. And I know that some of you guys are like, I don't have people to invite. Well, then expand, connect more. You guys, there's no secret around this. If you want to be authentic in your invites, just do the back part of it. Just do the expanding, connect with more people, build more relationships, just be a people person and be interested in them. And then it's natural to invite them to join you. That's like, for instance, today I was talking to, I don't remember when it was. I have a girl that's helping me with my Instagram. And she used to be a coach, and she quit. And she reached out to me a few weeks ago, and she's like, I'm thinking about coaching again, but I just don't think I have what it takes. And I don't know, but we really need some extra income right now. Do you have anything I can do? Like, administrative stuff or like virtual assistant stuff. And I'm like, actually, I could use help with my Instagram stuff. So I like trained her on how to do what I do. And it was so funny because the other day when we were chatting, she messaged me and she goes, you know, it's so interesting to actually see that you do everything that you tell us to do, just on a really big scale. And she's like, I always thought people just flocked to you, but you're just getting your name out there. You're getting in front of people, and then people will come to you and say, I've been watching you for years and I'm ready. And that really is what happens. Like, it's not that people come to me all the time. I still, like today, I went through and we invited probably over 100 people on Instagram to the next round of Shift Shop. It's not that I'm not doing all the stuff that I tell you. I do it on a really big scale, but I do get some people that are like, I've been watching you for 3 years now, and I'm finally ready to do this. And you just got to stick around and be consistent enough and share enough for people to have time to come back to you. Because if you're not around, guess what? They're going to be coming to me because you're not there anymore. And so you guys just have to commit and know that every one of you has what it takes to change lives, to be a positive impact, to influence people in a positive way. And you have to believe that. And until you believe that, you're not going to do what it takes to show up every day and to be a positive influence. And that's all we are, you guys. We're just walking proof that you can live a life that you love. Healthy, happy, positive, all of those things. You're just being a positive example to people. And then guess what? We have these tools where we can say, look, this is how I'm healthy and happy and financially free. And I can help you. And I can help you do this. And it's not anything complicated. It's the basics, you guys. So I know I did a little post the other day because we did go through and tweak the new coach training, just a few things. And you guys, as I was going through the videos, because I went through each video and I didn't watch all of them 100%, but I watched a lot of them just to see what content was in there and whatever. And I'm like, holy moly, these are questions. Like, I get questions all the time. All the answers are in here. So that was like, my freaking coaches are not going through this training and taking advantage of what is in front of them. So if you guys are not utilizing that, please do. It's like, how many modules? 6 through 8 are leadership modules. 1 through 5, you could probably get through in like 2 weeks of being intentional and like spending an hour a day. Spend 2 weeks and see it change your business. Like, that's the stuff you want to know. That's the stuff that we put in there on purpose for a reason, because it's going to help you. So just do it. And then you'll know what's in there as you put your coaches in there, and as they put their coaches in there, and as they put their coaches in there. But if you don't ever go through it in its entirety, how are you going to know what your coaches are even learning, right? So the moral of the story for this team call is just do the basics and don't overcomplicate this, you guys, because you guys, like, we have the best people on our team, like just good people. And you guys have such an opportunity to just impact so many people in so many good ways through your story, through sharing what you're learning, through sharing how you're growing, through sharing what you're overcoming. And if you feel like you're not connecting with people, hopefully you listen to the National Wake Up Call this week. If you feel like you're not connecting with people, you're just not being real enough. And I know sometimes that's scary to do. And lots of people are scared to show flaws or scared to show weakness. But that's what connects you to real humans. And then they go, holy moly, all of a sudden the walls are broken down. You're normal. You're not some social media whatever. And they can talk to you and they can come to you and they trust you. So through your posts every day, post with purpose. Don't just throw stuff up there to get it up there. Whatever you're doing in life, whatever you're going through, find a way to weave that in and say, how could I help someone with this? If you're dealing with postpartum depression, if you're dealing with whatever it is, don't hide that. Don't feel like you have to mask that and put on a happy face. Get real about it and share, because that's what's going to connect you with people. And that's when they reach out and just say, thank you for doing that live video, or thank you for posting that. That's not a challenge pack sale. Who the frick cares? That's being an influence. That's being a positive influence on someone. And that's when you'll find a way to show up every day. When you know that whether or not you sell a challenge pack, whether or not you sign a coach, whatever, you're making a difference. And that's what lights the fire to get out of bed at 5 a.m. to get your power hour in before life happens. Because I get it that life is busy, but if it's important to you, you'll find a way to do the essentials. So I want you guys to commit to 60 days. Who can commit to 60 days of a power hour every day? And if you don't know how to power hour yet, watch the live one that I did, and I just walk you through it. This is how you do it. These are some examples. Be intentional. I don't want this business to take over your life. I don't want you to be plugged into your phone all the time. I don't want you to feel like I'm too busy to be successful. No, you're not. You can be intentional for 1 or 2 hours a day, and you can take this business as far as you want to go with it. But learn how to be disciplined enough to be intentional with the essentials every single day. Okay? Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Do you guys have any questions or anything at all that you guys want to chat about before we jump off? Just unmute yourself if you do.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, we're
okay. I'm well on my screen. I'm right next to you.
Oh, there you are.
Okay, so you mentioned like you go through and send like 100 invites, like that you think you sent about 100 invites today. How the frick do you follow up with all of them? Because that's my problem. Because I send a ton of invites, but I can never I never seem to get back to following up with them fast enough.
I don't follow up with, like, if someone doesn't respond, I don't follow up with them.
Okay, so I need to just kind of let some of the no responders go. If they keep showing up, then keep inviting them. But if they're not,
yeah, I don't follow up with people who don't respond. I just continue to connect with them.
That's my problem, because I think I've been like kind of OCD about it.
No. I only follow up with people who are like interested and don't give me like a yes or no or whatever. Those are the people that I'm following up with.
So if I just did, for instance, like if I just did 10 invites in the last like 20 minutes, just kind of, whatever, then should I not put them on my follow-up list until they respond? Like as far as like I use Teamsy, and so I usually put like a date 4 days out or like a week or 2 out or whatever it is. Should I just
I mean, you could still put a follow-up reminder, but if they haven't responded yet, I would just simply go connect with them.
Okay. So just
I wouldn't actually follow up. There's no reason to follow up if they've seen your message and they just didn't respond. I would just go connect with them. And then sometimes that's enough for them to be like, oh shoot, she messaged me. I
forgot.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. Otherwise, I would go crazy. I'm not here to like chase after people, but I'm going to plant that seed, and the ones that are ready are ready. The ones that aren't, I'll continue to build a relationship with. They'll come to me when they're ready, or I can check back with them like weeks or months later. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And you notice like people following on Instagram and stuff, like the same people show up often enough that it's easy to be like, okay, did you see my message or not?
Yeah.
Because you don't have to just watch.
Yes, exactly. Here,
I've actually put that in my posts before. Like, stop watching me and do something.
Colleen said, does anyone want to do a 60-day check-in group pod thingy? Why don't we just use the PS team page for that?
Yeah.
Why don't how about every Friday, I'll do a power hour check-in, and you guys have to post I don't want to make you like, I'm not babysitting you guys. Like, you can do this or you don't have to. But I'll post an accountability check-in and you tell me how many days you've done your power hour that day. And if you lie, then that sucks for you. You're just not doing your business. But at least you know that every Friday you're going to be posting that, okay? Just use the PS page or the message threads, whatever message thread you're in. But you guys, for real, like, with the Diamond Dash that's going on, like there's just so much, there's always so much going on. And you guys don't need extra stuff. You just need to do the basics. Okay? But the Diamond Dash is solid, you guys. So if Diamond is one of your goals, you make sure you're in there. And I think most of you are that are pushing for that. So that's solid. But you guys, August should be an awesome month. The challenge pack, the All Access Challenge Pack is ending the sale at the end of the month. So don't wait until like the 28th to be like, oh, PS, and message all your people and say, this is ending. Do you want to get it before the promo before the promo ends? Use that now. Like when you're chatting with them in your conversations, in your follow-ups, whatever, hey, I know you were interested in joining me in this challenge. I just want to let you know that this promo is ending this month. So if you're wanting to get started on your journey, you're going to be able to save $40 this month versus starting September 1st. I just didn't want you to miss out on that. You don't have to be like, it's the sale is ending. Don't be like weird like that. Just in your conversations, it's easy to mention that and to kind of create that urgency because, hello, I want to save $40 if I know I can save $40. So you're really looking out for them, but sometimes that is enough to help them get off the fence. Yeah, so it goes back to $199, which is still killer. Like the last thing I want you guys to do is go, oh my gosh, it's going to be $199. I won't ever be able to sell that. Like, yeah, you will. $199 is the freaking steal for it. Let's be real. But that also means $160 is like crazy. So make sure you're leveraging that. One of the good posts, I think Meg Wazinski did it, and then a couple of you guys did it, was like, if I could help you for an entire year for less than $200, who would be interested? Like something big like that. Dude, I got so many people who commented, and I'm like, don't you understand this is what I do all the time? Like, this is all the time. But sometimes you just don't know how people are going to receive different things. So just helping them, yeah, exactly. Helping them see the value in it with the promo ending is going to be huge. So make sure like your follow-ups, just, it's okay to like mention, hey, just wanted to make sure that you knew if you wait until next month, it's going to be $40 more. So just FYI, like if you're like on the fence, because that's going to be huge. And then by the end of the month, like mad dash follow-ups for anyone who's on the fence for sure. Okay, anything else? Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been trying to expand. Wow. I've been trying to expand more to, my husband just turned the lights on me. I've been trying to expand more to Instagram lately after watching all those videos in the Beachbody Champions page, you know?
Uh-huh.
So I was listening to some of the girls, and they're just like, I guess that one girl, what's her name, Jen or whatever, Richardson, whatever her name is, was just like, my whole first year of my business, I was, I would just connect with 50 people a day. You know, I would take a couple hours, I'd connect with 50 people a day. So I was like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I need to do. I'm going to connect with 50 people a day. So I took my pen and paper, I printed out that 100 whatever thing, I think Alyssa posted it, 100 whatever. And I was just like, I'm connect. It was like an hour and a half in and literally found like 9 people to connect with. And I was just like, how is she said she would just go and like, comment, comment. But everybody, every hashtag is like a Beachbody coach, and every hashtag is from like another country. Like, so how do you find them?
Hashtags isn't my favorite way to do Instagram. My favorite way is to find a normal human that's your target market, and then go to their followers and followings, because they're going to be followed and following normal people that are like their following or like their target. You know what I mean? Like their same thing. That's my favorite way. Or even like a solid account. Like Carrie Underwood has her active line. She has a ton of like, young girls that are into fitness. Like, so like finding type of brand or a page or a store or whatever that's like your target, and then going through the comments or going through their followers and stuff. That's my favorite way to do it. Because then it's like, it's not all over the place. Hashtags are like all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. It was like all coaches or just out of the country, and I was just like, and then like I'd follow and like a bunch of people, and then like when I would look at my notifications, they would say, "Oh, thanks," and like not even follow me back. I got like no follow backs. I'm like, that was like a waste of like 2 hours.
Another thing though is once you do follow, like, because sometimes I'll go to like some random mom's thing. She's not a coach. She's not even into fitness, but she's like a mom who like I could see wanting to do a challenge. She has kids. We would relate. We would connect. And she has a ton of friends that are just moms and whatever. So I'll follow, like, and connect with their stuff. And then all of a sudden, they're the ones that are showing up in your feed. And so that's when your feed becomes your interest list. And like, for instance, I have like 7,460 people that I follow. Those are targeted people. Like I have the hardest time unfollowing people because I'm like, she could be good. I can see it working for her. So it's like you get to the point where you do it so much that your feed is your like, comment, and you're connecting with all those people super fast, but it takes some time to build up to that. But so yeah, I would do it though off of people and not off of hashtags.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anything else? All right, you guys. Busted that out in 38 minutes. That was awesome. Okay, well, if you guys think of anything, just holler at me or in the message threads or whatever. But I just want you guys, like, for real, how freaking, do you guys know every single time I see on our Success Club board, the 10 plus, 5 plus, we have like 49 names on the like 3 and 4 points. And I'm like, you guys, one more person. Like I promise you, if you commit to your power hour every day and you're intentional, you will help at least 3 people every single month for the rest of your life. Every month for the rest of your life when you're intentional for 1 to 2 hours a day. So do the 60-day commit and just see what you're capable of. Because I can promise you it's not anything magic sauce. As much as I wish I could just say, okay, just kidding. I've been lying all along. This is the magic. This is it. I wish I had that, but I don't have any magic. It's just basics, which honestly, you guys, that's the best news ever because any human being can create every single thing they want in life with this. And how many people have an opportunity like that? Where in order to do that, in order to get everything you want in life, well, by dang, you got to grow and you've got to overcome and you've got to be healthy and you've got to share that and you've got to inspire people and you have to help people. So in order to get what you want, you better help enough people get what they want with their health and fitness goals, with their business goals, with their happiness goals, and with all those things. And that's why this business is so like just unlike anything else. So let it change your life. But first you have to let it change you. And the only way that you're going to do that is by committing to actually doing it. Okay? So 60 days. Every Friday, we're going to have a check-in. All right? And we're going to see that freaking Success Club board like skyrocket because that's what happens when you do your stuff is you change people's lives. And that's why we do what we do. It is our job. Okay? So let's show up and do our job this month. All right? Okay. I love you guys for real. I hope you know that. And if you need anything, you always know where to find me. Okay. Bye, you guys. Have a good night.